Hello everyone, Julian Leahy here. Welcome to GitLab. This is the first GitLab session where we're going to be looking at case studies using real data. We're looking at cold email experiments. We're doing social media marketing experiments, landing page experiments, value proposition experiments where we change things up on the value prop and running split testing and seeing which works better. And what we're aiming to do is to constantly improve our marketing using real data so we know exactly what works and what doesn't work. And I've got a whole heap of case studies that I've done from my own marketing. I've got ones from other people that they've given me to use. And if you've got your own, you want to do an experiment, just get in touch with me. We'll run some traffic to it and we'll see which works if you want to participate. Today we're doing a cold email experiment, getting backlinks using cold email, and the two variables were doing it manually, sending individual emails and then sending an individual follow-up, versus using an automated email sender which has all of the follow-ups already set up, so that you can reply to people and four follow-up emails are sent automatically. And the whole idea is to make it a lot more effective. So the results that we got, this was done over 28 days and sending out a guest posting request opportunity to blogs. So the first thing we did was we gathered all of the targeted blogs using Ahref, I don't know how you say it, and you can get a list of blogs, and then we extract the emails from all of that list, and then we set up our email campaign and send the emails. So in the first campaign done manually, we had a 70% open rate, 23% response rate, 6 guest posting opportunities. Now in the first, this is just week 1, right? And you'll see that it drops off on the manual campaign. With the semi-automated campaign, we had a 66% open rate, slightly less, and a 21% response rate, which resulted in 4 guest posting opportunities just in week 1. But as the weeks progressed, the follow-ups started to really yield dividends, I guess is the way to put it. So in this manual campaign, email 1 gets sent out, email follow-up got sent out, and I found it was just too difficult to send follow-ups to all of those email addresses. So I managed to get through 1 manually, but with the automated system, because it is so much easier, the setup is just when you set up the campaign, and then these just go out. Even if you forget, even if you got no time, you know that these email follow-ups are getting sent out, and as a result, we ended with 12 guest posting opportunities at the end. Okay, here's the graph. So you can see the manual campaign started out a little stronger, but then it tails off because it's just impossible to keep up with all the manual email sending. You get very confused. I had a spreadsheet, and even then I just couldn't keep up with all the follow-ups. I didn't know who had I replied to, who hadn't I replied to, and it's too much. And that's important to know, because what that means is that it's not scalable. Long term, you will not keep doing something that is so difficult to manage. Whereas the automated emails, they're so much easier because they're scalable, because all of the follow-up happens. All you got to do is just put all the data in the beginning, and the emails just get sent, and then you start getting these guest posting opportunities to generate backlinks for your blog. So much easier. And my takeaways: follow-up is too hard to do manually, and I'm being 100% honest here. A lot of people will say this is what you can do, but it's not a long-term. It's not a long-term method, because nobody is going to manually sit there sending emails over that month, year, whatever that you need to do. You need to be able to have something that you can keep doing. And I just found that sending emails manually is just, you get too it's annoying. It's really not fun at all. The next one, semi-automated email, is more scalable. So you can actually send more emails and you actually get better results with the same amount of emails. Okay, so even though both campaigns sent 100 emails, the automated follow-ups allowed us to reach more people because many people are just not really, they're just ignoring the first email, they're not seeing the first email. But with the automated follow-ups, because you know the follow-ups are going to happen when you're using an automated system, you end up reaching more people, and that's why you get those better results in the long term. It's just much more effective. Okay, so the method that we used, so first of all, is the email sender for Get Off the Damn Phone. I'll just quickly show you how this works. Okay, so let's look at how to send an email campaign. These are the basics. There will be a more in-depth tutorial as well, which you can get more details from, but this is basically all you need to know. So you need to create a campaign, you need to have a list uploaded, and then you attach that list to the campaign. You have your sender SMTP details entered in, and then you write the email. That's basically it. All right, so that's basically how the email sending works, and I'll just quickly show you how you get email addresses from all of the domains. And so in this case study, we were getting blogger email addresses, but you can use it for any type of email addresses, but you just need to gather a whole lot of domains that you want to target and get the email addresses of. So just quickly show you this one. So what do you do if you have a big list of domains and you want to get contact details from them in bulk? So the way you do that is you head over to the data extractor, find emails on websites. Once again, you name your list and you just paste in all of those domains, click upload, and then that's going to find all of the contacts from that bulk list of domains. So once again, you can view the data, download it as a CSV file, or transfer it into a campaign. Right, let's view the data. So we've got email addresses. For that, you get the idea. Now, the one important thing I will mention is that I like to really do something different with the actual email copy. So I always say you need to take a risk or use humor in your emails, and that makes your emails stand out, and you will get more opens, more responses, and you'll just get much better results. And this, a lot of people have a problem with doing this. They want to look professional in their emails. I don't care about being professional or looking professional because I'm not really professional. I mean, I like humor. I like even being a bit shocking. You'll see that in a lot of my sales copy. So if you want to learn how to actually write really good emails, there's another resource here called Writing Quirky and Funny Emails, Unleash Your Inner Comedian. And I suggest you take a look at that. We're going to do that one. That's a case study as well, and you'll see for yourself the difference in results. So make sure you either just mix it up a little bit, stand out from the pack. People are getting lots of emails, and if you can shock them or make them laugh, you know, what's the worst that could happen? They will just say, "Hey, that's not professional," but you'll get a lot more eyeballs. You'll get people noticing and appreciating. So look, take a risk. That's what I say. That's what I believe in. You don't have to agree with that, but that's what I do, and it seems to work. Well, it does work. I have proof. All right, use at least 3 follow-up emails. So in the experiment with the email sender, we had 4 follow-ups. Try not to be too annoying, but this is where the humor comes in. If you use a little bit of humor, people forgive you for following up hard. If you don't use humor, people will get angry at you. What would you rather be? Mostly annoying but following up, mostly funny, different, and following up. So this is where the email copy needs to be a little bit different. And I just wrote here, if you don't agree with me, please leave because I hate you. Bit of a funny little example of using different types of words that almost shock people. All right. The follow-ups, you need to learn how to do the follow-ups, the follow-up emails. So let's take a look at that. You need to create a campaign. You need to have a list uploaded, and then you attach that list to the campaign. You have your sender, SMTP details entered in, and then you write the email. That's basically it. So let's start there. So what you do is you need to create some emails, and you click on create a template, and here you can write them in manually, or we have a gallery of templates which you can use. We have all these macros which you can use. So if you wanted to show the date today, for example, you would copy that and just paste it into your message. Obviously the first name macros are all in there, and you will just edit that text, and then you just click use the template and save it. Okay, we also have a dynamic image generator as well. So I'll show you that. Image personalization. What that means is that you can use one of these type of images and use the macro, put the macro on top of the image. It's pretty easy to work out, and I'll show you how that looks. So if I go have a look in here, so you can send an instant campaign, which is a broadcast email, just a once off. Now, because if you select that IMAP setting in your SMTP settings, you can send a sequence. These are great. So if you're doing cold email and you're sending emails to people on LinkedIn, you might have 12 emails, coming out once every couple of days. So you want to have something like that, because it takes a few emails to get people's attention. So you just name the campaign, whatever you're going to do. The sender, so we've already created the sender in the SMTP settings. You want to select the list that you're going to use, and when you want to start the campaign, if you leave it blank, it'll start immediately as soon as you click that green button. So over here it says when a contact replies, force to continue sending follow-up emails. So the reason that's there is that I don't want to, if somebody's expressed interest in my campaign, I didn't want to keep sending them emails. I want to stop. So if they have signed up for your appointment or whatever your event is, why are you still sending them email for the initial cold campaign? So you want to leave that so that it stops sending the campaign, and then you can have another campaign for those that have replied. Okay, so you just want to think about what you're doing, but that's basically how you do it. You select the time zone. You can select the times and days that you send emails, and that way, so you're not sending them on a Sunday or whatever. So if you leave it blank, it'll just send them out on the particular days that you specified down here. So you need to select your email to send. So that is where you do that, and that'll be one of your templates. All right, then you add a follow-up email. You want to select when the follow-up email will go out after the first one. So we're going to have a 2-day gap, and then you can mix up the time a little bit as well. So not only 2 days later, but add an extra delay onto it just to vary the time. It's not really essential, and that's basically how you do that. So you add all your emails in, and update configuration to save. So then all you do is just
all right. That'll do. So
that's basically how you set up your email follow-ups. So final points for doing this is do your research before you reach out to any blogs. You need to know exactly who you're going for and the exact types of people. So you need to do some research on what domains that you want to target if you want to get guest post backlinks from them. Be personal with your email copy. Be different. Be funny. Other things you can do is offer value, but be persistent. That's where the follow-up is proven to be key, and but nobody really is going to be able to do that follow-up manually, I don't think anyway. So you need to have some sort of automation, and once you set this up, you can make this a weekly task where you're just getting a list of domains. Click send, because you've already done the email campaign once. All you got to do is upload your list, and just bang, 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 and you're constantly getting people that are saying yes to you, allowing you to get links from their blog. So that's the case study for generating backlinks on Autopilot. I've got quite a few case studies, and I'm adding more all the time. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be doing them here, and we're going to be doing some real marketing experiments with real results, and we're going to work out some really great stuff for you. So thanks for watching. See you very soon on another Get Lab.